Young America Films presents Bicycle Safety. Bicycles are serious forms of transportation. They are meant to transport us from one place to another safely. As you can see, Dorothy is having a swell time riding aimlessly around town with no real purpose or destination in mind. This is not how bicycles are intended to be used. This is reckless dilly-dallying, and there should be a law against it. Take a look at this guy.
What are you looking at?
Where's the fire, fella?
Leave me alone.
He thinks he's tops. I ought to pull
Leave
him
me
off
alone.
that. Here you see Dorothy attempting to be even more reckless by hurrying to go absolutely nowhere. And there's the new paper boy. That's Tommy Thompson. The little bastard.
Yes.
There goes Dorothy again. I don't think she has a clue where she's going.
4,374 grasshoppers. 4,500.
There's that new paper boy again. What's the matter, Johnny? Can't you find your papers? That's a tough break, you little bastard. One of the children in town found it funny to cut all the cables on Dr. Dupree's plane. Yep, that's broken too. This sent Dr. Dupree into a tailspin, and he nearly lost his life. Completely broken. Broken. There is little Matthew Botter, and boy does he have a few tricks up his sleeve. Oftentimes, juveniles lash out delinquently, craving attention or just revenge. Matthew knows it's his sister's turn to use the bicycle. So what better time to loosen the handlebars? Oh boy, this'll give Sis the ride of her life. Yep, this is probably just how she'll be sitting as she flies uncontrollably into traffic. Now it's time to loosen the chain guard. Sis is always wearing long skirts. That's right, old boy. Don't forget to loosen those spokes. And an old pro like you wouldn't forget to disable the bell, would you? Of course not. Good old Sis won't be able to see a thing coming home late without batteries in her headlight. Be sure to remove the reflectors. Good going, little brother. That'll teach Sis not to be a rat-fink. Yup, that's about as loose as a chain can get without falling off. Now to disable the brakes.
Heads up.
Matthew, demonstrating that he loves to live dangerously, takes the rickety bike out for a test ride before giving it to his sister. He wants to make sure all those nuts and bolts are just about to come apart.
Dump truck coming through.
Holy cow, there goes Deborah again. Sometimes I wonder what's inside that kid's head. Oh no, she's got followers. What is this neighborhood coming to? It's almost like there's no room for automobiles anymore. Certainly these girls have something better to do.
Pink unicorns of death forever.
And there's that little bastard Tommy Thompson. I had a feeling about that kid. Here he is emerging from a drug deal in an alley downtown. It looks like Tommy got himself so hopped up on goofballs that he'll have to walk his bike home. Just look, he can barely tell if it's clear enough to cross. There you go, Tommy, you little junkie bastard.
Ooh, a strawberry.
Whoa, look out, Tommy. That's a dairy truck, not a giant strawberry.
Hi, I'm God. Did you see this strawberry?
Tommy doesn't even know what direction to go to get home.
Just ignore him, Martha. He's probably hopped up on goofballs.
And who could it be but Deborah? And it appears the vehicle behind her is harassing her. But apparently, Dorothy knows all the proper hand signals. When a stranger follows you, take the quickest route away from the suspicious vehicle. Avoid them unless they offer you candy. Here's Dorothy's method of finding out what the predator has to offer. As you can see, she lures him off the main thoroughfare onto a side street, where there will be less police activity.
Okay, I'll meet you in the park over there in 5 minutes. I gotta go boost the Pokemon dolls.
Here at the local grocery store, Tommy offered to help carry out groceries for a little extra money. Hey, where are you going with that bag, Tommy? You little bastard. Oh boy, it's Matthew Potter. Here he is doing his favorite prank of abducting a child from a park on one side of town and then dropping him off at another park on the other side of town.
Shut up.
Oh no, it's Tommy Thompson again, and he's hopped up on liquor this time. Tommy's making quite a name for himself around town these days.
Looking good,
He's always
man.
hopped up on something.
You hopped up? You know it.
Here he is after huffing paint, doing dangerous bicycle stunts in the park. It won't be long before Tommy visits the hospital. And at this point, I might be the one to put him there. Never before have I seen a child so blatantly disregard the keep off the grass sign. Holy moly, there he goes again. This time he's breaking the sound barrier. Yes, even at 3 a.m., these bicycle hoodlums are out on the streets looking for trouble. Well, it looks as though Matthew Potter's sister Beth has returned from her sabotaged bicycle trip. She has some bumps and some bruises and a road rash on her face, but she will laugh about it tomorrow. Matthew spent the rest of his day locking up other children's bicycles. Uh-oh, we can't forget to introduce the town bully, Mino Watkins. When Mino rides his bicycle, you better stay out of his way, or he'll clobber you all.
Sorry, Mr. Mino.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Mino.
Can't find your papers again, Tommy? That's a tough break, you little bastard. Here you see Tommy yesterday, trying to get a rise out of a local driver. Gee, what a little ass.
You never know. Am I going left?
Maybe that's why your newspapers are always missing, Tommy.
I don't know. Which way am I going? Left? Right? I don't know. I haven't decided. Left, right, left.
It looks like Deborah has organized an all-girl bicycle gang. They call themselves the Pink Unicorns of Death.
Forever!
They have claimed all the right-hand lanes in town. These bicycle hoodlums can be found all over town in cities all over the United States, terrorizing hard-working citizens with their stiff-arm tactics, drug use, and dangerous street gangs. As a citizen, each of us have a responsibility to report these hoodlums, or to physically remove them from their bikes and beat the living hell out of them. It's time to take our groceries back. These children now own the streets.
Coming through, watch out, you stupid car.
And until we put our foot down, these antics will continue. Here, Matthew purposely leaves his bicycle where his father will trip over it. At this very moment, Matthew is watching from the front window and laughing his head off. The time has come to take back the streets. This filthy culture has no place in our towns, so if each one of us makes an attempt to crack down on these punks, we may still be able to save our quality of life.
Okay. I'll see you in the park in 5
And enjoy
minutes.
stacks of free newspapers every Sunday morning.
Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Peter.
Hi, Tony. Can't find your papers again? Tough break, son. The end.